awesome San Francisco history you probably didn't know. In the 1860s, the city of San Francisco adopted two very famous dogs, Bummer and Lazarus. When you're the best of friends. In 1861, in Union Square, the larger dog took on a smaller dog and was biting the hell out of him, even to the point where the dog almost lost his leg, until another dog hears a commotion, comes running, and helps out. That would be Bummer right here. The bigger dog ran away yipping and yelling, and these two dogs went to a doorway and sat down. The dog above me, Bummer, actually went around town, begging, getting food, not eating it, but bringing it back to his friend. After a couple weeks, the other dog started getting better, and the two dogs would go around the city, begging at different locations and getting food, and became famous for their friendship. There was also a massive rat infestation in San Francisco at the time, and the two dogs were known rat killers. And in 1863, the San Francisco Bulletin reported that the two dogs helped clear out the greengrocers and killed over 400 rats. Straight up slayers. Some San Franciscans were pretty dumb when it came to this kind of thing. One particular guy had a jewelry shop and a rat problem, so he decided to put them both in his shop in the middle of the night. Well, they freaked out and they destroyed his shop, which is kind of comical if you think about it. He woke up the next morning to find all of his stuff everywhere and the dogs freaking out. On a later occasion, he decided to take Lazarus and lock it inside his shop to kill rats, and then left Boomer outside. Well, the two dogs wanted to be with each other, and they couldn't. So apparently Lazarus went full speed, ran right into the window, cracked the window, and stayed the night inside. Now, on the other side of the window, Boomer just waited for him all night. So as you can tell, these dogs are famous. But there's also another homeless person that was very famous at the time, Emperor Norton. And people like to say that these two dogs were his dogs, which he despised when people said that. In fact, someone put a notice up talking about him having these two dogs, and Norton got so upset he took out his cane and smashed the window. Well, didn't break the window, broke his cane, but still, he's very upset about it. I mentioned they're famous. Well, in one particular instance, there's a play that was put on in San Francisco called Life in San Francisco, in which they used the two dogs on the actual play. In the theater, on the stage. Eventually, Lazarus ends up dying. Someone poisoned the poor dog. Too long after that, some asshole drunkard ran into Bummer on the top of some stairs and kicked the hell out of Bummer. The newspapers reported him dead. San Franciscans were furious. The guy in question was actually hung by a mob. When Bummer finally died, Mark Twain even gave a quote for the eulogy. Bummer died with years of honors, disease, and fleas. I have to note, later on, he did say that no one will remember these dogs. Well, Twain, you're wrong. Now, because these dogs are so famous, they were actually stuffed. Two different bars bought the bodies and had them on display. Then rumors spread that in the 1906 earthquake, these dogs disappeared, meaning they burnt up in the fires. But a curator with the Historical Society of California actually found them in the cabinet. Now, where they are today, I have no idea.